Yo, what's up YouTube? I'm CL and welcome to my channel, CL Pushing 50. If this is your first time tuning in, hit the subscribe button. I talk about the credit journey on a regular basis here on my channel. Now today's topic is about late payments and avoiding them and how they can impact your credit score. Now I know you're gonna say, CL, come on. We already know the impact of late payments on our credit score. Yes, maybe you do, but CL is going to go a little bit over it again for those who have maybe not seen a video that's covering late payments and how late payments can impact your credit score, right? And ways you can avoid that. Now, most Americans who have credit cards or any type of revolving loans or even installment loans know the importance of trying to live up to the obligation and the agreement that they signed on the dotted line for when they were approved for credit or a car loan or even the mortgage, So we understand that, we know what the obligation requires of us, and that is to, yeah, guys, I know, make the payments on a regular basis to avoid having to deal with late fees and not only just late fees, but also the impact that late payments have on your credit. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. You have 0 to 29 days prior to a payment being reported late by your creditor to the credit bureaus. Again, that's 0 to 29 days, right? Do not send your payment on the 30th day and expecting that payment to not show up as a late payment. Of course, again, CL, our job is to avoid making any payments late at all. And that's straight facts. You don't want to make any of your payments late. But there is a little bit of a buffer there because we don't know exactly when creditors report to the 3 credit bureaus. But we do know they're going to report to the credit bureaus on your activity. And that's including when you're making good payments and making your payments timely, and then when you're not. Okay? As little as 1 30-day late can have a huge impact on your credit score, right? Maybe you knew that, maybe you didn't. But why is it important? Because if you're working on, or you already have, let's say you're at a 770 credit score, right? And for unforeseen circumstances, or maybe you just simply forgot to make a payment on time, well, that 770 and a 1 30-day late on that particular item, whatever it is, whether it's a credit card or car payment or mortgage, all three are considered major. Regardless, that could take a 770 probably closer to 700 or even less for one single late payment. Now that could devastate anyone, right? I've been there, right? And maybe you've been there too. And of course, to avoid that, right, is the ultimate goal. But sometimes life happens. But what's important is getting to understand how it works in order for you to avoid these situations and circumstances that impact your credit score, right? And so know that. Let's say you have a 600 credit score and you're late. You have a single 30-day late. The impact is a lot less, right? And it's strange, right? It's like, okay, well, why wouldn't I go to a 500 or a 520, on a single 30-day late? Well, because your credit score is already low. It's, the risk is already tied into your history of you're probably someone who's, considered high risk anyway. And, 20, 30 point, on your credit score would not be as dramatic to someone who's had a really good credit score and had a really good history, and then all of a sudden they miss a payment, and then automatically they see a huge drop in their credit score. Really don't understand how that works, really, why it's that way, but understand that whether you have a low score or a high score, missing a payment is going to have a huge impact on you regardless. It's because, again, if you're trying to get something or you're trying to apply for new credit and you have, a ding on your credit report for something as small as missing, or being late 30 days on a single payment, that could still impact you. And then that could be the difference of getting approval or not getting approval, depending on where you stand or where you at, right? If you're on the low end of the spectrum with a credit score, you're probably going to not get approved. If you're on the high end, sure, you'll get approval, but probably not under the terms that you would probably prefer, considering that you had a 770 before you had a 30-day late payment. Now, so again, we understand we want to avoid late payments, and late payments, 30-day, whether 30, 60, 90 or more. I would say this, before you get into the beyond the 30-day range, 30-day late in terms of missing payments or even late payments. Look, there are options out there for you. Like right now, we're still in a pandemic, right? Coronavirus is still here. And so what I've seen a lot, and even from my own credit card companies, as well as my mortgage company, is they offer a lot of financial assistance to those who've been impacted during these times. And so CL is going to tell you right off the bat, look, reach out to your lenders, right? Whether it's your credit card company, whether it's your mortgage company, or even whoever, you may even have your car financed through, and let them know what your circumstances are. Maybe you lost your job, right? And that's why you've missed, or you've been 30 or 60 days late on making your payments. But use the resources that are out there that's available that could potentially assist you. I know that there are programs, like I said, financial assistance, there's forbearance programs that are offered by credit card companies. Again, you have to reach out to your credit card company, your lender, your mortgage company to find out what's available to you in order for you to not kind of fall off the cliff, right? Got a quote that came from Warren Buffett. One of the most important things that you can do when you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging, right? And so you don't want to, exasperate a bad situation. You want to, kind of stop, right? Climb up out of the hole and fill it in. And filling it in is being proactive in taking care of your credit. All right, let me stop here. Okay? Here's my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and my channel is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? All right? And while you're tuning in, hit the subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit the like button too, right? And more importantly, I want you to tell your friends and your friends' friends that there's someone out there talking about something of valuable to you and them, right? And so just know that this is really all about the credit journey. I'm not going to take up a lot of the time today, but look, what's important is our credit and our good credit, which is a financial snapshot of us, right? And what we do and how well we do it. Okay, because ultimately our goal is to be successful in our credit journey. It's not always going to be easy. I understand it is really a rough time for a lot of Americans right now, but know that whatever you're going through, right, there's going to be, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but it's going to take you, right? You're going to have to take the initiative, right? Of course, as I always say, when it involves your credit, right, you're going to have to do some things, right? It's going to take, right, some hard work, determination, discipline, and patience, right? So, know that you can get on the other side of your circumstances. And look, like I said before, we know what late payments can do to our credit, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to talk about it so that someone right now who's seeing this video is empowered to go ahead and take that initiative. Set aside your pride, right? And go ahead and do the things that you need to do to keep you in the green and not in the red, right? No one wants to see the credit or their credit scores go down to the dumps, right? So, hey, I've been there, right? But wherever your credit agony is right now, just know that you just keep pushing, right? Keep pushing 50, and you too will have a credit triumph just like me, okay? And remember, we all deserve to have the best in this life. We all want to reach the top. And whatever the top means to you, it may mean being debt-free, achieving financial freedom, or hey, you just might want to be rich, right? And so just know, again, this is the credit journey. I thank you for watching, right? CL is here. Drop a comment in the comment box below. Let me know, how you're doing credit-wise, and maybe how I can assist you in your credit journey. Again, thanks. And remember, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately, baby. Peace.